Evening everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome if you're watching live, if you're watching this back after the event, welcome along as well. We are 15 minutes away from qualifying in round 2 of the SCB Indycar Championship. We're at Road America. We're just on the TV monitor here following around the epic Heineken, who is leading the practice standings at the minute by quite a distance. He's a second clear, I think, of virtually everybody else. He's into the 139s, everybody else in the 140s or higher. Interesting to see if he's got any competition today. Anyone else who can run anything like that kind of pace. We're not going to be running that kind of pace, that much I can guarantee you. Hey Jim, cheers for joining the stream early, buddy. I'm good. I'm really looking forward to this race. Let's have a little look at the practice time so far. So we've set a 140.9. That was with race fuel on the soft tyre, which we're going to be running throughout. So not bad, but we've got a number of drivers around us all on pretty similar pace. Don't know if they were running race fuel or not. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But it looks like Heineken might be in a race of one, and then behind him, I mean, everybody from Kossinen kind of down to Sandberg. You know, that's like 10 drivers separated by only a second. So it could be pretty close, depending on whether people are running quali setups or whether, quali fuel. It's a fixed setup competition or not. Paolo's just popped a time in, the third place there. We did also use a push to pass on that lap in the middle sector. So that will definitely have helped us as well. Hey, Boggy. Looking reasonably evenly matched on pace between us, buddy. Just 13 hundredths of a second behind between us so far. Be interested to see if that carries through. So it's the second round of the championship. Last week was Laguna Seca. We had a good race, ended up finishing in 5th. The race itself is an hour long. Mandatory stop is included. We've got a 15-minute qualifying session coming up before that. And that's it really. No fancy rules around the grid, reverse grids or anything like that. Straight up race. Cheers, Christian, buddy. Hope you're recovering after your mad exploits yesterday in the endurance race in ACC. Well done again for that, buddy. I'm sorry it came to grief towards the end there. The race is going to be crazy, Pav. If it's anything like last week's, it is going to be crazy. I do think this track should hopefully be a little bit less crazy in that there's some pretty long straights. Hopefully it'll make getting through traffic a little bit easier and the field will spread out a little bit on a longer lap. 1 minute laps essentially at Laguna Seca were tricky. Tommy Kossinen's just gone into 139s. We've got 12 minutes left to practice. Going to get on track. We are planning to run a 2-stop strategy. That's where we're at the minute. Don't know if that's the right strategy or not. I think some people are going to try and stretch it out for 1 stop. But we're going to go 2-stop as things stand. And try and capitalise on running with less fuel in all of the stints. So that's what we've got in the car at the minute. Race fuel for 1 stint. We'll do a few laps, we'll see where we're at, and then if we've got time at the end, we might do a quali lap as well. Now what you will notice immediately about this circuit is it is fast. In these cars it is unbelievably fast. You're barely on the brakes at any point. And all of the time, from what I can see, is gained through being really brave on chucking the car in at high speed. Obviously, if you're too brave, you might end up in the middle of the track, like these guys. But you want to carry as much speed as you can, basically. Because if you drop any speed through the corner, you're going to carry that all the way through the next bit of track, which is probably flat out, because most of this lap, or a big chunk of this lap, is flat out. surviving turn 1, Jim, is going to be key. It's going to be very crowded through there, and I actually think the first time we get down into the very tight left-hander, basically the only proper braking zone or full braking zone in the circuit, that's going to be key as well, because the pack will still be well bunched together. Somebody's going to spot their braking a bit late, or be surprised by somebody braking a bit early. So we just got to get lucky there, basically. I mean, do what we can do, obviously, but that's going to be what it's going to be. Hopefully we don't pick up damage. We can deal with losing places, but damage will be a bugger if we get that. So I'm not going to be pushing on these laps yet. But let's see whether we can match our time from earlier on.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
We're 0.6 off the pace in Sector 1. There's basically only 2 straights in a corner. This is where I used my push to pass on the last time round, so we are going to lose time here because I'm not using it this lap.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
You can see how much we're drifting back on our PB at the top of the screen. Try and pick up the throttle nice and early, we're a bit quicker through there. You see, just scrubbed all the way through that corner there, which is going to cost us now all the way down the straight. So actually need to get a little bit more of the speed off in the braking zone. Not turn in too early.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag Sector 1.
Hey to everybody, thanks for joining the stream, man. Welcome along to the stream, everybody. I see people starting to fill up in the chat. Just about 8 minutes left to practice, and then we'll be into quali round 2 of the SCB Indycar Championship at Road America.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Fixed setup series. All we've done is change the brake bias a little bit, which, to be fair, for me is kind of new territory, really. Still, too much.
Track limits, they'll invalidate this lap.
Still don't tend to mess around with that stuff, but I do find in these cars it helps a little bit with locking. So our teammate is Don Boscow, and he's in 13th place at the minute. There is a teams championship going on alongside the individual championship. We had pretty evenly matched pace at Laguna Seca. Don got unfortunate with a bit of an accident. But it is so tight, man. Look at how many drivers are running 140.9s. We're only 2/10 away from 5th. That's right, P5 last week, Eric. I would definitely settle for that. Going in, given everything that can happen. We're just basically looking for good points and have an enjoyable race. We're not going to be fighting for the win, not unless something extraordinary happens, because there's some very quick drivers in this series. But if we can be neat and tidy, then hopefully we can stay out of trouble, just run our race. I was saying earlier, just in case you missed it, thinking about a two-stop strategy.
Sector 1 is clear.
Too cautious into there.
Sector 1 is yellow.
It's a tricky corner, that last corner, and it's so crucial.
Flag sector 1.
Okay, gonna hop back to the pits and take the fuel out of the car and just have a little run on quali fuel. See where we can get. Literally just one. If we invalidate the lap, we invalidate. Cheers, Emery, buddy, and you, man, and you. See if you can repeat your heroics. Emery Anderson there in the chat, guys. He did a madness in the last race, and he was the only driver to run a one-stop race. Catapulted him 9 or 10 positions into the points. Now you might be thinking, well, why don't we do that this time? My concern is that the car just does not feel good on half a tank of fuel, and that the tyres are marginal. Others might be able to make it work. And if they do, then we'll be in trouble. The other thing with a two-stop is it does give you a bit more leeway if you end up picking up a bit of damage and you need to pit. You know, you're never that far out of a pit window to be able to make it work. But let's think about that in a minute. Let's just see how fast we can go on quali fuel. I'm not going to use push to pass because you don't have it in qualifying. I mean, honestly, guys, the car just feels so much better, even compared to just running a two-stop fuel load. Now we're going to lose time here because we're not using push to pass.
Sector 3 is clear.
Unfortunately, we've not gone quicker.
The last lap time was at 1:41.
We were a little bit scruffy in a couple of places there, but that could well mean this is our pace. I mean, in fairness, we did qualify in the mid-pack at the last race. Now, it's a 15-minute quali session, so that's not a long time, and there's a lot of cars on the grid. So we are going to just fuel for half of it essentially, and then look to kind of reset to the pits and then do another run after that. Just in case we get stuck in traffic or anything like that. The other kind of wild card for quali is the tow. The slipstream effect is massive. So if you get that timed right with another driver in front, you could benefit hugely. Like it's worth half a second on some of these straights. So there we go, guys. That's the kind of setup for tonight. Qualifying to come. I'm going to just quickly on Discord check in with my teammate.
Checker flags out. P9. That's the end of the session. P9.
I mean, we've talked, Don and I, about doing a little bit of towing through qualifying, but it's just going to be so busy, it's not worth it. You could just end up looking really stupid. Absolutely massive grid of cars again. 30 cars on the grid, man. Yeah, Eric, as I was saying, we have talked about it, but I mean, actually, Don's just behind me, so maybe it will work out. For him, at least. The thing is, you don't want to catch the car in the middle sector. So it's going to be really tight, guys. There's not a lot of margin between different drivers. But it's a long race after this, so, you know, if we can qualify in the top 10, top 12, then I still think we've got a good shout of a decent finish.
Stay sharp.
Oh dear, we've already got cars up ahead. Squabbling. Got a 2-second gap up to Finney.
Yellow flag in sector 2. White flag. Green flag sector 2.
I mean, these guys up ahead will be benefiting from the tow. And I wonder if that is orchestrated, actually. Looking at the names. Yeah, it is. Look at that. He's peeled off.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Cunning teamwork.
Okay, then we need to watch these track limits.
I couldn't disappear, Dave.
Flag.
Okay,
Left side, clear left. Keep past the start line.
I'm gonna have to try that again then.
77. Got dirt on our right side tyres. It's just done at 141.15.
That's a shame. It's alright, we've got a bit of time. Not loads, but a bit.
Pit exit's clear.
Now we've got a bit more space on track as well.
That's the fastest lap for Zandberg, 1:14.50.
Kind of surprised he turned in on me there, but obviously without seeing the replay, you don't know.
Green flag, sector 2.
It's not ideal to be racing on a quali lap, obviously, but
The leader's just done at 1:39.54.
there wasn't really many places to go when you have that kind of overspeed.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
We do need to get a lap in next though, so I've got to concentrate here.
Yellow flag, sector 3. Green flag, sector 3. B26.
So I think that updates, Eric, the strength of field whenever anybody sets a lap time.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Sector 1 is 0.29 off the pace. Leader is just
Oh man,
39.32.
gonna get. Oh, it's one car out the way at least.
Yellow flag, green flag, you're clear. Car left, clear left.
Okay, that was great. Even though we missed out on a bit of tow, I didn't want to replicate what happened with Finney on the lap before.
Sector 2's a second off the pace.
We are slow though.
Okay then, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's not going to be a great lap this.
P8, good lap. That's your quickest today. You're currently
Alright,
0.0 off the lead.
better than I thought, better than I
Sector 3
thought.
is 0.6 off the pace. White flag, mate. Yellow flag. Stay sharp. Incident clear. Green flag.
Hey Nikolai buddy, welcome to the stream.
Sector 2 is clear. You've used half your fuel.
Okay,
Green flag, sector 1. The guy behind has just done a 141.30.
Lost a couple of tenths there.
Yellow flag in sector 3. P6.
But enough to go
Stop.
P6.
Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace. We're running on fumes, mate.
Hey Paul, I hope you managed to stay in this time, buddy. I know you had a problem with game crashing last time too.
Green flag sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
No. Okay. So we're going to go back to pits. We're going to have one final run. We're going to knock the fuel down slightly.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
And then I'm going to sort pit strategy. Once again, Paolo Ambrosio and I quite evenly matched on one lap pace. He's just a tenth of a second up the road from us, which we gave away really in the final sector. Heineken 1.5 seconds clear.
There's traffic behind. Keep
Hats off to Tommy Kossinen as well.
green flag.
Tommy in the Discord was worried that he didn't have the pace tonight. He's found some pace from somewhere.
Yellow flag sector 2.
So this is it, guys. This is going to be our final run. Try not to do that on it. So we've got a few guys clearly struggling with connections, coming in and out. Hope that doesn't persist for them and for us. Race room's been a bit odd for the last few weeks. Don't know if any of you guys have seen that or found it. Down to 7th as our teammate goes up to 5th. Well done, buddy. Find some pace when it counts.
Yellow flag sector 1. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Hey, Lloyd Brooks, man. Just going to concentrate and then I will say hi properly, but we've run straight into traffic here. This is bad. Oh, it's knacked us. That is really knacked us. We're not going to have time to salvage it. Game over.
Sector 2. We need to watch these track limits.
No time. That's a shame. So that's going to be the quickest lap then. It is about what we managed in practice. It's slightly quicker. So, two-stop strategy. 60 litres. This is a gamble, right? This might not be the right thing to do, but we're going to go for it. It's crazy, everybody, isn't it? How tight it is. I mean, even down to like 16th. You know, we're only a second clear. We've dropped down to 8th now. But the gaps in this pack, which we're in, are so marginal. That's right, but he's stock setup. All you can change is the brake bias, fuel load, etc. So, 3-minute warm-up after quali. Chance to go and get a cup of tea, if you fancy, to settle in with through the race. minute left to qualifying to go, so it looks like we're going to be in and around 8th. I can't remember where we qualified last time out, but I think it was around 8th, 9th, 10th, something like that, and we ended up progressing up to 5th with others going off and a couple of overtakes and things like that. So we got things we can do here. We're going to be. I mean, it's great. Like, he's got 2 tenths on us here, but Don and I have got pretty evenly matched pace, and the teams were drawn randomly. But it was the same in Laguna Seca as well. So I suspect we'll be seeing quite a bit of our teammate as well. Stefan is indeed a very good driver, but as is demonstrated by his pace here. Unfortunately, the drivers who would probably be his main rivals, Brookleg and Dennis Sherps, can't make tonight. So they're not on the grid, which means it might be a bit of a lonely race for him.
8th place.
But we've come home in 9th in the end. Pavel's lap has just popped in, so he just got a lap in after he was suffering from some stuttering. So that's pushed us down another spot. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 car grid. Madness. All credit to the SCB community for coming out in force for this series. It's just exceeded the expectations of myself, Chris, Nick, Gav, by a mile. But I think we've got to be relatively happy with that, chat. 9th place. We can make things happen. It's all going to come down to whether we've got the right strategy or not. And we won't know that until we're into the race. We're going to probably end up splitting it in thirds, because that just makes sense. But for now, I'm going to grab a quick toilet break and a glass of water before we start. So I'll be back in a minute. I'll tell you what, while I've gone, pop the race monitor up and see if we can follow anybody who ends up out on track. Somebody's gone out. Who's that? Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Nope. God damn it. Practice starts. That's a good idea. Back in a sec. Hey guys, right. Sorry about that, Nikolai. It's because I'm an idiot and I just copy and pasted the wrong description from last time. We will do something about that because the community is, of course, open to everybody. Right, we've got 50 seconds left. Let's just double check that we've got the fuel in that we want, which we do. And our pit stop preset is right, which it is. We're going to get out. Oh, that's an interesting direction for somebody to be pointing. We are going to just see if we've got time. The 20 seconds we've got to do a quick start practice.
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We need to get some heat into these brakes. Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear.
Nope, that ain't going to be it.
We think it's crashed in. Carousel.
Oh
That's the
dear,
end of the
well,
session.
that's given me less confidence in the start rather than more. Maybe should have done a bit more practice. Never mind. It's going to be what it's going to be. As long as we don't spin it. off the line. Like I say, we might lose some positions in the early bit of this race. Make sure we're not on the medium tyre. I'm not too concerned about losing positions. I'm more concerned about damage. So we're going to try and avoid that as best we can. All right, guys, let's get to the grid. Not yet, Nikolai. Still weighing it up, buddy. Two-stop strategy, Eric. And cross fingers that that's the right thing to do.
Minutes. All right, Ben, get ready. Go. Right. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Right side's clear. Yellow flag. Stay sharp.
Uh-oh.
Green flag.
Okay. Well, we survived. I was very, very nervous and tentative there. This is going to be... Oh, God. I think that's our teammate blinking in and out.
On your left. Clear left. Green flag. All clear. Car left. Clear left. Your start's okay. Got some time in this.
Oh, buddy.
Yellow flag. Clear left.
Oh, come on.
Green flag. You're clear.
God damn it.
Got to come on all tyres.
Well, recovery drive then, guys.
Incident clear. Green flag.
I can't pass you through there.
3 is yellow. Green flag sector 1. Yellow flag.
Alright, just going to take myself a couple of minutes to stop being annoyed about that.
Okay, then. You need to give this place back. Clear right. Clear incident.
What
clear.
place back?
It's retired. Car left. Clear left. Car left.
I'm absolutely not giving a place back.
Hold your line. Clear left. B21.
Okay. Pavel clearly had problems as well.
Just had a stop go penalty.
You are kidding me.
Car left. Clear left.
What was I meant to do about that? You are kidding me.
You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty. Sector 3 is clear.
Oh, chat. Oh, it's just... I mean, what?
Left side. Clear left. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Jesus wept.
Sector 2 is clear. Left side. Clear left.
Trying to operate my pit menu. Okay,
Left side. Clear left. Yellow flag in sector 3.
gonna have to clear this penalty then, but that's a race ender.
flag, sector 3.
I can't believe that. I mean, how can I give the place back when... Ay, ay, ay. There is no next race, James. This is the race of the night. We've got an hour to sit through this.
We're done, go, go.
Got to get into the top 15 for points. That's the aim. We're a long way back now, but who knows what might happen. Just got to look at it. I don't think we can one stop, buddy, because I haven't got the fuel.
Exit looks clear, sector 1 is yellow.
I suppose I could fill up at the early stop,
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
but a 40-minute stint, I don't think you can do it.
Incident clear, green flag.
I think the tyres won't have it. And the hard tyres are ridiculous. Try and give you guys as good a race as I can from here. And hey, we can have a bit of a chat, right? If I was sat here on my own, then that would be a much more lonely experience, wouldn't it? Just need to regather myself a little bit. Stop being quite so annoyed. Where's our teammate at? He's up in 3rd place. Stefan's down in 4th, so something's happened there. Won't be long until Stefan's back in 1st, but...
Okay then, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 18 seconds. Pretty slow into turn 1.
That's it. It's a team game, so Don is going to be picking up some good points for us. I'll be honest, I thought once we got through this corner,
Fastest lap for Sandberg, 141.76.
we were probably through the worst of it. I just did not expect somebody to try and stick it down the inside there. I mean, we'll have a look at the replay, and whatever happened, I'm sure it wasn't malicious or anything like that. But you could tell from the way the car span, I think that
Sector 3 is clear.
it was a tyre inside our rear rather than anything like fully alongside us. Paolo's in the pits, so that's trouble for Paolo as well. I mean, if we can run a clean race here, guys, you never know.
Ahead is pitting.
Pav is pitting as well. It's too early for it to be a stop. Doesn't even count as the mandatory stop. We are going to have a race then, because these guys are fast.
Sector 3 is 0.30 off the pace. Yellow flag in sector 2. We can see Spooner has gone off in carousel. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 15 seconds.
Top 10, Emery. Are you mad?
Sector 2 is clear.
I love your optimism though, buddy. And I appreciate you attempting to raise my spirits.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
What has happened to Paolo and Pavel? They're still in the pit lane. Must have had a massive shunt.
Yellow flag in sector 1, P21. Sector 2 is 0.41 off the pace.
So I mean, no disrespect to the drivers, but
The gap's now
the next
12
two up the
seconds.
road
Sector 1 is clear.
should be
Sector 2 is
relatively
yellow.
straightforward. I think life will start getting a bit trickier with Andre and Jason. I just can't believe we got the drive through on top of being spun around, on top of messing up my rejoin.
Okay then, gain on the guy in front. The gap is 9.4. Yellow flag sector 1.
I think we can score points, guys. I think we can get in the top 15. That's my aim.
Green flag sector 1.
We
Gap
can
has just retired.
push for that. Ah, poor Pavel. Maybe he'll join the chat and tell us what happened.
Sector 3 is yellow.
The good news is this car is beautiful to drive. We didn't pick up damage. That would have been
You've got half your fuel
the
left.
worst case scenario.
Gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 1.7 seconds.
It's a good point, Eric, about running in clean air.
The window opens in 2 minutes. What's your quickest lap of this session?
I'm not so sure about the one stop. The question is, can we get a solid result by sticking to our strategy? Because there's a risk with a one stop that
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
it all unravels. I mean, I suppose I can always pit again.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 1.9 seconds.
when are we going to catch Ulag then?
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Not now, because I don't want to pass under yellows. Whoa!
Green flag, you're clear. Car right, clear right.
Well, that was scary.
P19, that's your fastest lap. Window open.
Yeah, the hards are a disaster. The tyres are weird in this car, to be honest. Like, the mediums have the same wear rate but are slower. And the hard tyres are a bit more durable, but they're so slow. Oh,
Yellow flag, green flag, sector 2.
s-
Okay, Ben, the next car is Patterson.
got a bit of lag.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear.
Oh my god. Okay, just gonna have to accept this is gonna take us a little while. Can't rush this.
Gap behind us now, 5.1
It's not a good idea.
Car right, clear right.
Alright, I think Sean knew the game was up there. Appreciate that, buddy.
Patterson ahead is pitting.
Oh no, that was it. Was that Ulag? I don't... Okay, sorry, wrong driver.
17th place.
Up to 17th.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, sector 2. The gap ahead is now 11 seconds.
So what I am going to have to try and do then in my head is calculate how much extra fuel we need. So I'm planning to put 60 in. If we put 120, that should be enough, right? Simple maths, not calculus.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. Sector 1 is yellow.
You know what, guys? With lap times being the way they are,
Sector 1 is clear. Sector 2 is yellow.
I might stick, you know.
Next car is Evans. Gap to Evans. Ahead.
What happened, Pav?
7.
Emery, you are the master of the one-stop.
Minutes of fuel left.
Okay, well, start the start finish straight. I'm going to update my fuel. We're going to go for the one stop, see if we can make it work.
Okay, pit stop requested. You should come out into position 21 behind. Vinny.
Oh, I can't increase it. No, 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 no. Nope. Can't do it, boys. Don't think I've got it preset.
Okay, pit request cancelled.
Okay. That's a bit silly, isn't it?
Okay then, the relay Evans in the gap.
Deselect it.
Okay, pit stop requested.
You hero. Not the corners I would ideally do it.
On exit, we should be in position 21 immediately behind. Vinny.
Thank you, Lars. Let's hope it's the right decision. Whoa, okay. Let's see what happens then.
Go, go.
It's going to be an intense stint, guys. So we're going to come out in 19th.
Pit exit is clear. Push down.
We're actually overfueled. But better that than under.
After seconds gained on you. The gap's now 18 seconds. Vinny,
Ins.
exiting from P11. He can be close in front of you when he exits.
I've not done loads of running with the car this heavy.
Green flag, sector 2.
Got Paolo just behind us, who's quick but is a lap down. Car is a lot more understeery.
Alright Ben, we're gaining
It's going to be fascinating to see, guys, whether we've called this one right or not.
Yellow flag sector 3. Green flag sector 3. Sandberg is now retired.
Oh, the leader's gone. Paolo's going to have us here. So we're a second down on our previous best.
The gap in front is now 11 seconds. P18. And last lap was at 143.19.
I wouldn't mind Paolo unlapping himself, to be honest.
Alright then, just cut the track. Yellow flag sector 2. Green flag, yellow flag. Green flag, all clear.
Paolo's gone behind us.
Sector 2 is clear. Gain on the guy from the gap is 5.4. They're slow through turn 1. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Okay, well, we should be in the top 15 once everybody's made at least one stop. Just based on where we are at the minute. Don is sitting in 8th, but he's made his stop. Or his first stop, I should say, because he is on 2 stop as well. Someone's been disqualified. Oh my god.
Left side. Clear left. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Come on there. Nicely done. Green flag sector 1. 16th place.
Is that good, Emery?
Pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 5.2. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag. halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel.
Very close. Oh no. I was rather hoping you were going to say, yeah, it'll be fine. Well, we got to give it a go. We got to give it a go.
Gap in front has increased to 30 seconds.
Need to commit to it now.
Sector 1 is clear. The leader is pitting now. Green flag, sector 2, V14.
Seems lots of people are. I didn't need to go down to fourth there. It seems lots of people are on the one stop. So to be fair, we had to do it. We had to shift. The two stop might not have been the right strategy anyway. But having had the first lap that we did, no good outcome from staying on the two stop.
Yellow flag in sector 3. The gap to Thompson ahead is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. Sector 1 is yellow. This car exiting pits. Green flag sector 1.
Punterino Hall, unfortunately. Well, that's what it felt like.
The next car is Spooner.
And then a drive-through penalty for overtaking under yellow flags,
Lions pitting.
because I drove through some chaos, which was not of my own making. And in fairness, crew chief did give me a warning about it, but I didn't actually think it could possibly be real. Such a ridiculous situation.
In front is now 8.3 seconds.
Nor would I have had any clue who to give the position back to, because there was about 4 cars across the track.
The car ahead's pitting. Okay, Ben, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. B13. That's 5 push to pass activations left.
Cheers everybody, that's really helpful info. So everybody ahead's running 1:43.683, and we're 6. Essentially the same pace, and I'm not expecting them to come in again. So this could be it, you know. Oh mate, come on. Just get off the gas, buddy. What's happened to Evans? Is he retired? There he is there. Presumably he's taken a set of tyres too long, given he hasn't pitted yet. Could be like looking into the future. Teammates up in second. Be pitting in again soon. Our plan is to focus on conservation in the final 10 minutes. Maybe 15, depending on how we're looking. Is the view in chat that I'm running too fast at the minute to make it? Is P12 the max? Cheers, Martin, buddy. I'm not really sure of my skills in being able to coax the car home in that way. I sort of drive the way I drive, you know. But got to try.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Okay, so we're looking in our rear view mirror then. That's alright. Let's bring P12 home then. That's a very good question. Could do a quick pit. Come out in front.
In front is now 10 seconds.
In case we want to do it.
Requested.
6 seconds stop.
Pit stop cancelled.
Yeah, I think another stop might be the right call. I'm going to stop. We're going to box. I think I can take Hamish on track, and if P12 is as good as it gets, then let's do it. Actually, let's wait one more lap. Let's see if the gap closes. It's 32 seconds at the minute.
Window closes in 2 minutes.
On a bit of a knife edge, this one, guys. I think it is a matter of time, though. So we tried it. It hasn't really worked. Our teammate's now in. But it probably wouldn't have made a difference. It'd be nice if we didn't have to overtake these guys, but I think we might have to overtake one. Don might be on for a podium here.
1 minute. The gap to Spooner ahead is now 11 seconds.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
On your left.
It's so scary. That'll have cost us a bit of time. Let's use a push to pass. And let's pit.
Stop requested. Okay then, we expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we exit the pits will be in P30. A few seconds behind P3.
Yeah, I'm changing all four. It's not a big enough time saving to risk it. Alright then.
Windows closed. 15 minutes left.
We might lose this position initially to Hamish, but then I think we've got the pace to get him back. We should have on fresh tyres.
All done. Go.
Finney's in the pits. Don's in 5th. Great work, buddy, if you watch this back. Hashtag proud teammate. Okay, we might just get out in front of Hamish yet. No.
Exit is clear.
Let's go get it then.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 18 seconds.
Should I have come in the lap earlier, Emery? Have I done a bit of a Lewis Hamilton, or worse, a Lando Norris? So the gap's 3 seconds. We got lots of laps.
The gap in front is now 2.4 seconds.
Sorry everybody, I'm being selfish on this one. I owe Don. I was meant to be up with where he is. I've let the side down. Alright, this is going to get interesting. Got a big old gaggle of cars. Big up Tommy Costner, by the way, in 3rd place. He's done brilliantly.
Yellow flag.
Of course there is.
Green flag, you're clear. The gap behind is now 90.
Poor Hamish, looks like he got caught there. I'm going to try and get him on the home straight. Don't need to rush this. I nearly murdered Hamish at Laguna Seca, if you remember, so... Oh! Need to not do that again, because that's pressing the pit limiter instead of push to pass.
The gap in front is now 0.2 seconds.
Man's an idiot. The very opposite of that button. Okay. It's the guy in 2nd place. Has he got damage? He must have damage. Oh God, Ben.
Alright Ben, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Nail every corner. Let's take whatever chances we can. The gap in front is now 0.8. Good consistency. Keep them coming. Car left. Rear left.
Oh my days.
Keep searching. You'll find a gap. Very push to pass activations remaining.
Solossi's had to come into the pits. It's going to promote Don up again. God damn it. Got to try and get this done soon.
This track, there isn't too much time. P30. You've just done a 143.42.
And it's done.
Gap to Indy ahead as increasing. It's now 19 seconds.
So realistically, this is it.
The gap behind is now 0.8.
All in all, not a bad recovery. I'm chuffed to see Don up in 4th, man. Solossi will be running quickly, but he's a good few positions back, so hopefully Don can hold that. So our quickest lap of the race. Thing is, unless it's terminal damage from anybody, we're just too far behind anyone now to make a difference. Hamish having a little nibble back there. He will have push to pass as well.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Mix of pit strategies then, although massively in favour of the one stop. I know Don did pit twice, so and it's only appearing once, so maybe that is glitched on Otterhood. Hey Dennis, how you doing, buddy? Shame you're not on the grid, buddy. Would have given Stefan at least a little bit of competition. We are lapping quicker than the guys ahead, just unfortunately because of what happened in the first 5 minutes of the race. Not a lot we can do about it.
Don't be intimidated by the slow shit, make it work for it.
Hamish is going to have a go here.
Okay, Ben, we're matching race pace.
Thank God he's thought better of that into here. Not like me, who did nearly stick it up the inside of him. Decided to use my last push to pass there. I might regret that.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. No more push to pass activations remaining.
This is sketchy. Oh God.
Car right.
Wow. Thank God for downforce, that's what I say. You can let me go, TJ. Thank you, buddy.
Right side's clear.
Solacey's in the pits again.
Yellow flag in sector 1. P12. 1 more lap to go.
Oh God, Hamish.
Sector 2 is clear. Sector 1 is clear.
Gonna have to go defensive here, but he's gonna have the run. But when he comes out of the slipstream, it all goes. This is it then, guys. Final bit of the recovery. P12, having been P29 on lap 1. I'm feeling fairly rubbish about life at that point.
Yellow flag sector 1. Green flag sector 1. P12, that's it.
Oh, la 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 la. Good race, Hamish, if you are listening in the future. Ay, 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 ay. I am pretty tired, guys, after that. Alright then. Let's see the classifications then, and then we'll take a little look at the replay to just see what happened at the start in particular. Thank you, Eric. Cheers, Terry, buddy. Thanks, Pav. Not a big one, Dennis, just a really annoying one which tagged me around, and then there was a big one then as I got back on the track, and I got done for passing under yellows and a drive-through penalty. But like we'll have a look. But it felt to me like there was like 4 cars across the track, so what are you meant to do with that? It's one of those things, I guess. Thanks, Patrick. So, Stefan took the win, as expected. Kossinen and Eckert on the podium. Brilliant finishes from those guys. Jerry recovers after a miserable Laguna Seca, in fairness for him, to come 4th. Don, you legend, 5th place. We'll take that, definitely. Colin in 6th. I think he finished 6th in the last race as well. And then Thompson, good finish for Nick. Jason will be happy with that as well in the top 10. Finney on his control pad, madness. Solossi got into the wars by the looks of it, couple of pit stops, and then us and Hamish, and then the points rounded out by Andre, and just as I was about to tell you who by Andre and by Sean Patterson, who will be pleased with that, I think. Right then, let's take a look at the replay, shall we, guys? And just see what went down in T1, in lap 1. I've hit finish, but it's just frozen. There we go. Cheers, Anders, buddy. What happened to you, man? You were running in first place, were you not? Let us have a look. It's crazy, isn't it, Pav? An hour on the control pad in the Indycars. Nuts. It's hard enough to be consistent, and that's what it's all about, right? Like when you're racing above, well, any distance, but particularly when you're like above half an hour. Hard enough to be consistent on the wheel and pedals. Was he, Martin? I didn't see that, buddy. Where we don't need that. I think he was a little bit like that last week as well. So that'll get addressed. You know, it can be frustrating, but it's not what we're about. Well, your game crashed, Anders. Damn, mate. That is frustrating. Yeah, I think Stefan had... There was something, Dennis, which meant Stefan was down in 3rd or 4th in the first part of the race. Yes. Why don't I do that, Dennis, while we're loading in, and I can update people on the championship standings while we are in stream. It's taking ages to load Race Room at the minute. Let's have a little look. You just popped it in the main channel, Dennis. Ding, 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 ding. Where's the sheet, Dennis? Tell you what. Pinned in Sunday Discuss. All right, let's have a look. So let's just have a quick update of the standings and then pins. There we go. So that means Stefan is leading the championship on 62 points. Wow. Then Brooke, who didn't race tonight, 2nd on 35. Tommy Kossinen finished 11th first race, 2nd this race, puts him up into 3rd in on 28 points. We are down in 7th, so not too bad given the damage limitation today. Dennis, you're in 4th, joint with Colin. Jeff Eckert, based on his brilliant finish, is in 6th. So there you go. Let's get on with the replay though. So we're just going to watch it basically from, let's go from Stefan's point of view so we can see what goes on at the front of the grid, and let's pop it in aerial. Oh, so the pole sitter gets a bad start. That's what goes on at the beginning. That's why he's nowhere. There was a bit of contact up ahead of us as well. Oh, there it is. So let's rewind that back. It looks like this guy here, whoever that is, Oh, gone the wrong way. Sandberg's in the lead. These camera angles don't work. So, yeah, is that Paolo then? Is that what happens to Paolo? Oh no, he's on the outside of him. It's Pavel. Pav, that was you. Card. No contact. Just loses it on the curbs and straight into our teammate. Let's have a look at that from Don's view. Can we get into cockpit? Yes, we can. Code Brown, Code Brown. Aye, aye, aye. Praise the Lord for the race room damage model. That's what I say. So that's set Don back a little bit. Is there anything else going on at the first corner that we should take a look at? One car's around. That looks like it might be Hamish. Oh, big accident further back. Who's that in the barrier? Is it going to give us a shot on him? No, it's not. It's Nige. Oh, Nige, buddy. You just come across an accident. Oh, no. You see, guys, like, I think we were unlucky in our incident, right? And it properly ruined our race, but it didn't do this to our race. This would have been, like, game over. Let's, on that note, follow us through on TV cam. So here we go down. We actually get through this corner all right, even though I think I run it in a little bit deep. There's then an accident up ahead of us. Let's hop back into our cockpit, because I'm pretty sure I have to get round the outside of somebody here. And then from our cockpit, that happens. And then that happens, which feels harsh to me because I really didn't have a lot of throttle on, but nevertheless, there you go. So, what actually happened? Oh, it's just a tiny bit of contact in it from Paolo. I think he's just surprised that I've slowed down a bit. But I was basically reacting to what was going on up ahead of us. These aerial cameras do not... Well, there we go, right. Ah. Well. It is what it is. It's difficult when the traffic concertinas like that. So, we then mess up our rejoin. Harsh, but it is what it is. Nearly take somebody out, in fairness. Rejoin dead last. And let's fast forward this bit, because we're about to come through. I deliberately don't overtake down the inside of there. And then we're going to come up against this mess. If the aerial camera is going to let us see it, which of course it is not. Sack the helicopter driver. So, because this is playing out, and we get a drive-through penalty. And I guess it's because these guys here aren't classed as being part of the accident, even though this guy definitely was. So maybe it's just this guy. But I mean, you know, if you look at this from my cockpit view, that feels fairly harsh to me. And I got the message from crew chief about here, maybe. So, I mean, obviously, I guess I could have pulled over to the side to let everybody past again. And in hindsight, that would have been the marginally better thing to do. But it's a bit of a blow. So there you go, guys. Hey, Power Boost buddy. Let's take a little look to the battle with Hamish at the end, shall we? Because that was quite good fun. And first of all, let's have a look when I managed to get down his inside. So in the end, if you're just joining the stream, guys, drive-through penalty meant we tried to switch to a one-stop. Ultimately, we couldn't get that done. We had to go to a second stop anyway because we weren't going to make up any more positions and the risk around tyre wear was going to be too big. So we ended up making 3 pit stops. So we recovered from the back of the grid to 12th on track. And that was the move to get 12th, but it wasn't over there because Hamish stuck right in. And on more than one occasion, it's in fact... Oh, always get that wrong. Let's go on board with him. Showered in sparks. He's not really close enough yet. Is he going to be close enough the next lap? Oh, he's plenty close there. Very difficult, if not impossible, corner to overtake down the inside of here. Yeah, it's a guaranteed accident, really. But then I think... yeah, here it is. So, he definitely gets the run on us here. This is the final lap. The thing is, when you come out with a slipstream in these cars, you just lose that overspeed. So watch the way he stalls here. Nowhere to go. We've got the inside line covered off. He tries to hang it around the outside. Oh, and just holds the car. Brilliant battling though, Hamish, buddy. If you watch this back, man, really enjoyed it. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining on the stream. It is not an exaggeration to say that you very much got me through that. In particular, big thanks to Emery, who was the one who I think initially pushed the idea of the one-stop, but equally everybody who contributed to that bit of mid-race strategy, even though it didn't kind of fully come off. It was really good fun to just be trying to think about how do we salvage something. And we got into the points at the end of the day, and that's good. You know, it could have been more, but that's racing. It is what it is. So there you go. Lots more race room and iRacing and whatnot to come this week. But for now, I'm going to say good night and hope you enjoyed it. If you could, leave a like on the stream. That would be awesome. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And have a great week. Alright guys, take care.